Nearly a year after he was critically injured, 30 Rock star Tracy Morgan has reached a settlement with Walmart over a crash on the New Jersey Turnpike. Terms of the settlement were not released.
Money, fame, power, all of it means nothing in the face of death. Countless black stars who dazzled on screen or stage have faced heart-stopping moments where they stared death in the eye. A moment of carelessness, a tiny overlooked safety detail, and all their glory could vanish in a flash. Yet in those fleeting seconds where they teetered on the edge of life and death, they survived. From car crashes and explosions to daring stunts in action films, they've escaped terrors beyond imagination. The 19 stories I'm about to share will take you through the journeys of famous black figures who fought for their lives, returning to shine brighter than ever. 19. Morgan Freeman, a horrific car flip and a miraculous survival. Morgan Freeman, an icon of American cinema, is not just an actor, but a brilliant director and voice artist. Over half a century, he's left his mark with profound roles, classic films, and a legendary voice that captivates global audiences. Freeman's fame, talent, and illustrious career inspire awe, but few know his life has also brushed against death. On a sweltering August night in 2008, Freeman, 71, was driving a 1997 Nissan Maxima after a long day's work in Mississippi, with his friend Damaris Meyer in the passenger seat, heading home on a desolate rural road near Ruleville. Around 11:30 p.m., on a pitch-black road without a single streetlight, where danger lurked at every treacherous curve, exhaustion caused a momentary lapse in focus. In an instant, the car veered off the road, skidded through a dry field, and flipped repeatedly. The sound of crunching metal and shattering glass rang out like a chaotic symphony as the car rolled 3 times before stopping. Strapped upside down by his seatbelt, Freeman's left arm was broken, his elbow and shoulder severely injured. His friend sustained lighter injuries. Luckily, a local heard the crash and rushed to the scene. Rescue crews were called, using hydraulic cutters to free Freeman from the overturned wreck. Remarkably, Freeman stayed conscious throughout, even chatting and comforting Meyer, despite waves of pain threatening to overwhelm him. He was rushed to Memphis's Regional Medical Center, undergoing a 4-hour surgery to repair bones and nerves. Pain in his left arm lingered for months, but Freeman's iron will and resilience led to a full recovery, allowing him to continue delivering iconic roles. The crash became a vivid testament to Freeman's mental strength and tenacity, earning even greater admiration for the man behind that legendary voice. 18. Denzel Washington, narrowly escaping death in a massive explosion on set. Denzel Washington, a Hollywood icon, is an actor, director, and producer admired worldwide. His roles, from powerful characters to heart-pounding action scenes, leave a lasting impact. Washington is known not just for his talent, but for his professionalism and sharp ability to handle high-pressure situations on screen. In 2014, while filming the action movie The Equalizer in Boston, Denzel played Robert McCall, a former CIA operative with flawless skills. One night, the crew set up a scene in an abandoned warehouse filled with metal and wooden props, perfect for a dramatic explosion sequence. Washington stood near an explosive device designed to create smoke and fire, ready for a climactic shot. Everything seemed fine until a technical glitch in the electrical switch triggered the device early, unleashing a massive explosion far beyond expectations. A metal fragment from a prop hurtled toward Washington, missing his head by inches. Time seemed to slow in that moment. Thanks to years of set experience and razor-sharp reflexes, he ducked and rolled aside, dodging a deadly threat by a hair's breadth. Flames roared, smoke billowed, and chaos engulfed the set as props flew everywhere. The crew rushed to extinguish the fire and clear debris. Miraculously, Washington emerged unscathed, with only minor scratches, but the incident rattled everyone, halting production for a safety review. That moment underscored the unpredictable risks of action scenes, where a single technical oversight could turn a stunning shot into a deadly disaster. Afterward, Denzel demanded stricter oversight of explosive devices and resumed filming with unwavering focus. The explosion couldn't dim his spirit. Instead, it highlighted his strength, resolve, and admirable crisis management. The film was completed successfully, but the story of Denzel's brush with death remained known only to the crew. 17. James Earl Jones, a near-fatal parachute jump and a miraculous escape. James Earl Jones, a legendary voice and veteran Hollywood actor, is a towering figure on screen and in the recording booth. With decades in acting, he's left an indelible mark with iconic roles and his unforgettable voice as Darth Vader, becoming an unmistakable symbol in film history. His talent, professionalism, and influence leave audiences in awe. But few know Jones endured a turbulent youth. In 1953, at 22, Jones was serving in the U.S. Army as part of the Parachute Regiment, training at a Colorado base. On a windy day, he boarded a C-47 for a parachute jump from 10,000 feet. Everything seemed routine until a critical moment struck. When he pulled the main chute, it only partially deployed, failing to slow his descent. Jones plummeted at a terrifying speed, feeling just seconds from crashing into the ground and losing his life. Despite the panic, his training kicked in. Jones yanked the reserve chute cord on his chest. That split-second decision was life or death. The reserve chute opened just in time, slowing his fall enough to survive, though he landed hard on a rocky field. His ankle twisted, his body bruised, but miraculously, no bones broke or organs were damaged. Fellow soldiers rushed to help, and he was taken to the base infirmary, recovering in weeks. The harrowing fall through fierce winds and treacherous terrain nearly cost Jones his life. The experience left a deep mark, reinforcing the value of staying calm and skilled in life or death moments. It reshaped his path, leading him to acting and voice work, fearlessly tackling risky roles without stunt doubles, building a legendary career that echoed worldwide. That parachute jump at 22 wasn't just a close call. It defined the man and career of one of Hollywood's greatest legends. 16. Eddie Murphy, escaping death in a wild car chase scene on set. Eddie Murphy, a comedy icon and renowned Hollywood actor, is celebrated for making audiences roar with laughter while dominating the big screen with gripping action roles. He's also a singer and versatile artist, leaving his mark with unforgettable classics and performances. In 1987, Murphy, 26, was filming Beverly Hills Cop 2 in Los Angeles, playing Detective Axel Foley in a thrilling car chase scene. The set was a closed-off road filled with prop cars and filming equipment. Murphy drove a police car himself to add authenticity, despite not being a trained stuntman. Everything went smoothly until a prop car, driven by a stuntman, lost control due to a brake failure, barreling toward Murphy's vehicle at nearly 50 miles per hour. A split-second delay could have been catastrophic. Thankfully, Murphy swerved sharply left, skidding his car to the roadside, stopping mere feet from the rogue vehicle. The screech of tires echoed across the set, the smell of burning rubber filling the air. The crew watched, breathless. Shaken but unharmed, Murphy emerged unscathed. Technicians discovered the prop car's brakes failed due to a faulty assembly, and filming paused for a safety overhaul. Murphy proved he could handle what most couldn't, showing that staying calm is the best way to survive. The incident spread through Hollywood, a testament to Eddie Murphy's courage and quick thinking, allowing him to keep shining on screen and captivating global audiences. 15. Will Smith. Nearly suffocating in a spaceship prop on set, Will Smith, a multifaceted Hollywood icon, is an actor, singer, and producer known worldwide. His captivating roles, from intense action to hilarious comedy, keep audiences glued to the screen. Smith's career boasts iconic performances, earning him fame and global influence. In 1997, at 29, Smith was filming Men in Black in New York, playing Agent J in an action scene inside a simulated spaceship. The elaborate set, a heavy prop suspended by cables to mimic motion, seemed fine until a mechanical failure struck. The prop locked, trapping Smith upside down in a sealed compartment. The ventilation system failed, oxygen dwindled, and the air grew stifling. Within seconds, panic set in as Smith pounded the walls, signaling the crew, his heart racing, each breath harder than the last. Those 30 seconds felt like an eternity. Every moment could have been his last, but luck intervened. A crew member noticed the crisis and sounded the alarm. Technicians rushed in, cut the cables, lowered the prop, and freed Smith from the compartment. He stumbled out, gasping, drenched in sweat, but with no serious injuries. Even as a seasoned actor, Smith wasn't immune to the risks of complex props. After the incident, he demanded thorough mechanical checks before resuming. The suffocating moment in the spaceship underscored the dangers of action scenes he tackled. Despite the risks, he finished the film, making Men in Black a beloved sci-fi action hit. But the memory of that near-death moment lingered, a reminder of the thin line between life and death on set. 14. Sidney Poitier, escaping death in a KKK gunfire ambush in Mississippi. Sidney Poitier, a legendary actor and director, broke racial barriers in Hollywood as a pioneer. He became the first black actor to win an Oscar for Lilies of the Field, and throughout his life, Poitier shone on screen while becoming a symbol of courage and resolve in reality. In 1964, at 37, Poitier was involved in the civil rights movement during Mississippi's Freedom Summer. On a sweltering evening, he and activists drove through a remote dirt road, distributing voter registration materials. The quiet was shattered by gunfire. A group of Ku Klux Klan members ambushed them, firing at the car. A bullet pierced the windshield, missing Poitier's head by centimeters. His heart stopped in that moment, knowing a split second could have ended his life. The driver floored it, but another bullet hit a tire, making the old Ford swerve wildly on the dirt road. Poitier and others ducked low, using seats as cover as bullets kept flying. Breathing heavily, hearts pounding, Poitier stayed calm, helping the driver navigate. They found a side road to a safe house where local activists sheltered them. The KKK couldn't pursue and gave up. The ordeal left Poitier unharmed but shaken, the sound of shattering glass and gunpowder lingering for weeks. Though he rarely detailed it, that night's ambush fueled his resolve for civil rights. 13. Samuel L. Jackson, inches from death when a shark tank shatters in an attack scene. Samuel L. Jackson, a Hollywood icon, is known for his intense, unmistakable performances. An actor and producer, he's left a mark with iconic roles across action and drama, building a lasting, powerful career with global impact. In 1999, at 51, Jackson was filming Deep Blue Sea in Mexico, playing a tycoon in an underwater facility attacked by sharks. The scene had him in a large glass tank simulating a flooded environment. Everything was fine until a robotic shark used for attack effects malfunctioned and slammed into the tank. The glass cracked loudly, water gushing in with immense pressure, throwing Jackson against the back wall. If he hadn't reacted, he could have hit metal props or drowned. Battling brief panic, Jackson grabbed a fixed metal bar, holding steady against the raging water. His heart pounded, each second an eternity. The crew shut off the water system and pulled him out. He escaped with bruises and soaked clothes, but no serious injuries. The sound of shattering glass and water pressure haunted Jackson and the crew for weeks. Filming paused to repair the tank and check equipment, and Jackson grew warier of water scenes. This escape showcased his quick reflexes and grit, cementing his status as a bold, savvy legend. 12. Whoopi Goldberg, nearly dying from carbon monoxide poisoning at home. Whoopi Goldberg, a vibrant star and TV host, made her mark with an Oscar for Ghost and countless iconic roles. A symbol of humor and strength, she's pushed boundaries in acting, comedy, and hosting, showcasing versatile talent and global influence. In 1990, at 35, Goldberg was in her New York apartment, preparing for new projects. On a cold winter evening, as the city quieted, she felt dizzy and struggled to breathe after dozing on her couch. Unbeknownst to her, the apartment's old heating system was leaking carbon monoxide, a colorless, odorless, deadly gas. Trying to stand, she collapsed, nearly losing consciousness. Luckily, a friend arrived for a scheduled visit. After knocking and calling without a clear response, only hearing Goldberg pick up the phone, the friend sensed danger and broke in. Finding Whoopi unconscious on the floor with faint breathing sent chills through everyone. Paramedics rushed in, administering oxygen immediately. The process took mere minutes, but a slight delay could have been fatal. At the hospital, doctors confirmed severe carbon monoxide poisoning, a potentially deadly condition if not caught in time. The Manhattan apartment's 1970s heating system turned a quiet winter night into a fight for survival no one saw coming. Goldberg recovered after days of treatment, but promptly fixed her home and installed gas detectors. 11. Alvin Ailey. 1 foot in the grave after an attack on a Southern tour, Alvin Ailey, a renowned dancer and choreographer, made his name with emotive, innovative works and founded the Alvin Ailey American Dance Theater. A modern dance icon, his vibrant, rhythmic performances opened doors for Black artists in America. In 1957, at 26, Ailey was leading his dance troupe on a tour through the racially tense South. On a fateful June night, their bus traveled a rural Alabama road, dim streetlights casting an eerie glow over cotton fields. Suddenly, a group attacked, hurling rocks and bottles. The calm countryside turned nightmarish. A large rock smashed the rear window, startling the driver, who swerved and sped up, making the old bus lurch violently. It nearly flipped on small mounds, jolting Ailey. His body slammed toward the broken window, a jagged glass shard cutting deep near his neck but missing vital areas. The dancers clung to each other in panic, but Ailey, with leadership instincts, pressed the wound to stop bleeding and calm the group. The driver reached a local police station, where the troupe was protected. The attack showed Ailey the ever-present danger of touring the segregated South. The ordeal forced the cancellation of the next show, but strengthened Ailey's resolve. He continued performing, spreading art and hope despite lurking dangers. 10. Jesse Jackson, nearly killed by the bullet that assassinated Martin Luther King Jr. Jesse Jackson, a prominent politician and civil rights activist, was a key ally of Martin Luther King Jr. He dedicated his life to fighting racial injustice, becoming a symbol of resilience and influence, inspiring millions to pursue justice and equality. In April 1968, Jackson, 27, was with Martin Luther King Jr. during a sanitation workers' strike in Memphis, Tennessee. That night, they stood on the narrow Lorraine Motel balcony. The air was tense, streetlights glinting off the low railing. Suddenly, a deafening gunshot rang out from a building across the street. A bullet struck King, felling him instantly. Jackson, standing just in front of King, felt the bullet whiz past his ear, his heart pounding, adrenaline surging. In the chaos, Jackson and others dropped to the balcony floor, dodging possible follow-up shots. The narrow space and low railing offered little cover, heightening the danger. Police quickly secured the area. The smell of gunpowder lingered, screams echoing, creating a scene Jackson would never forget. The bullet, fired by James Earl Ray from a rifle 200 feet away, missed Jackson by mere steps. The emotional shock overwhelmed him, but instead of breaking, he channeled the horror into his civil rights work. Jackson later said the feeling of death brushing past haunted him lifelong, but fueled his unyielding fight for justice. 9. Halle Berry, surviving a horrific car crash on Santa Monica Boulevard. Halle Berry, a top Hollywood actress, is celebrated for blockbuster roles and as a timeless beauty and talent. Her X-Men roles catapulted her to stardom, earning admiration for her versatility and professionalism. In February 2000, around 2 a.m., Berry was driving her Chevrolet Blazer home after a long day in Los Angeles. Light rain slicked the roads, limiting visibility. Exhausted, she ran a red light at a West Hollywood intersection. In a flash, her Blazer collided with a sedan crossing the road. The impact spun her car, her head slamming into the steering wheel, a deep gash opening on her forehead, and a concussion rocking her. The windshield cracked, the hood buckled, and the airbags failed, making the situation dire. Berry was trapped, the door jammed, her heart racing amid sharp glass and metal. The sedan's driver, lightly injured, called for help. Firefighters arrived, carefully cutting Berry free from the wrecked Blazer. She was rushed to Cedars-Sinai Hospital. Her head injury was severe but left no lasting damage. The crash's force, combined with failed airbags, could have caused a brain hemorrhage, and a few seconds' delay might have turned a serious accident into a fatal tragedy. The crash terrified Berry, making her realize life's fragility in those split seconds. She admitted fault for running the red light and settled with the other driver. Afterward, she became extremely cautious driving, especially in bad weather or at night. The ordeal shaped her vigilance, a reminder that fame and success can't shield anyone from sudden risks. 8. Lawrence Fishburne, nearly killed in a harrowing Matrix Reloaded action scene. Lawrence Fishburne, a celebrated actor and producer, is famed for playing Morpheus in the Matrix series, captivating audiences with his commanding presence and stunning action sequences. In 2003, on the Matrix Reloaded set in Sydney, Fishburne was performing a high-risk stunt on a simulated highway, suspended by cables to leap between cars. Suddenly, a cable loosened due to a technical error, sending him crashing 10 feet onto concrete. The fall slammed his shoulder and knee into the ground, his head narrowly missing a heavy metal prop. It happened in seconds, tension gripping the set like a vice. Stunt coordinators rushed to him, getting him to a hospital for checks. Fortunately, he suffered only a sprained knee and bruised shoulder, no fractures or brain trauma. Fishburne's fitness and experience helped him adjust mid-fall, minimizing injury. The incident shook the crew, who checked cables dozens of times and upgraded safety measures. After a few days' rest, Fishburne returned, tackling tough stunts, the accident a stark reminder that a tiny error can turn a thrilling scene into disaster. 7. Forrest Whitaker. A dangerous fall during a military parade reenactment. Forrest Whitaker, a renowned actor and director, is known for powerful, nuanced roles, especially as Idi Amin in The Last King of Scotland, earning global acclaim. In 2006, in Uganda, Whitaker was filming an outdoor scene recreating a military parade. Standing on a 13-foot wooden platform, he moved to deliver a speech when the rain-soaked rotten wood collapsed. He tumbled through splintered boards, nearly hitting his head on a nearby metal pole. The moment unfolded in a flash, freezing onlookers. Luckily, a nearby extra yanked him from the danger zone before more wood fell. Whitaker sustained scratches, bruises, and a deep arm cut. He was rushed to a local hospital for stitches and a head injury check. No fractures or brain trauma occurred, and days later, he resumed filming despite lingering pain. The incident rattled the crew, who replaced the wooden platform with sturdy metal. It was a chilling warning of set dangers and showcased Whitaker's resilience, putting duty above pain. 6. Wesley Snipes. Nearly killed in an explosion on the Blade d'Ossau, Set Wesley Snipes, a blockbuster actor and producer, is iconic as the vampire hunter Blade, performing daring stunts that thrill and terrify audiences. In 2002, in Prague, Snipes was filming Blade 2 in an abandoned factory, a dark, cluttered set with flammable wood and metal. During a nighttime fight scene, explosive effects were triggered for drama. As Snipes landed a kick, a miscalibrated device detonated too powerfully, unleashing a massive fireball near him, singeing his coat with a metal fragment hurtling toward his chest. Snipes reacted lightning fast, leaping back and rolling to dodge the flames and debris. Fire crews doused the blaze and checked him. He escaped with minor hand burns, no fractures or severe injuries. The crew fixed equipment and tightened safety protocols for explosions. Snipes grew warier of action scenes, but never took his life for granted, his reflexes and courage saving him from disaster. 5. Tracy Morgan. A miraculous survival after a horrific New Jersey highway crash, Tracy Morgan, a celebrated actor and comedian, is known for turning any moment into laughter, but faced one of his life's scariest moments. In June 2014, after a comedy show in Delaware, Morgan was in a limousine heading back to New York with colleagues. Around 1 a.m. on the New Jersey Turnpike, disaster struck. A Walmart truck driven by a fatigued driver slammed into the limo from behind. The impact flipped it, shattering glass and throwing Morgan, his head smashing into the vehicle's side. The crash caused a 6-car pileup. Colleague James McNair died instantly, creating a horrific scene. Morgan, unconscious, was rushed to Robert Wood Johnson Hospital. Doctors acted fast. He had a severe brain injury, a broken femur, and multiple fractured ribs. In a coma for over 2 weeks, Morgan endured months of recovery, using a wheelchair for 5 months, battling pain and loss. His survival was a miracle, thanks to swift medical response and his incredible will. He returned to comedy, the ordeal teaching him life's fragility. The crash led to a major lawsuit against Walmart, and Morgan shared seeing the light at the tunnel's end in his coma, a moment showing how thin the line between life and death can be. 4. Kanye West, a near-death moment on Melrose Avenue. Kanye West, a renowned rapper and producer, rose to fame with his songwriting and production for top artists, cementing his name in hip-hop from Los Angeles. In October 2002, after a late recording session in Los Angeles, West drove a rented Lexus home around 3 a.m. Exhausted, he lost focus. On Melrose Avenue, his car crashed head-on into another vehicle. The impact smashed his head into the steering wheel, shattering his jaw and cutting his face. The Lexus's front crumpled, airbags failed, trapping him inside. A passerby spotted him and called for help. Firefighters used cutting tools to free him from the wrecked car. West was rushed to Cedars-Sinai, where surgeons reconstructed his jaw, wiring it shut. Despite near-fatal blood loss, he survived miraculously. Weeks later, with his jaw still wired, Kanye turned the ordeal into inspiration for Through the Wire, recorded during recovery. The crash became a turning point, proving his resilience, transforming pain and near death into timeless music. The neon glow of Los Angeles streets became the backdrop for a survival story, where Kanye proved talent and grit can turn tragedy into triumph. 3. Jamie Foxx, a miraculous escape in the desert. Jamie Foxx, an exceptional actor, singer, and comedian, has captivated audiences with action and comedy roles, leaving a strong mark on Hollywood. In 2007, while filming The Kingdom in Arizona's desert, Foxx was in a high-risk action scene, running through a simulated explosion. Everything was planned until a communication error caused the blast to trigger early, just feet from Foxx. The flames and shockwave knocked him to the parched ground, bruising and scraping him. A rock fragment grazed his shoulder, leaving a deep cut. Standing just a foot closer could have meant severe head trauma or burns. With quick reflexes and action scene experience, Foxx rolled away from more debris. Crew members extinguished the fire instantly. He was taken to an on-site medical tent, stitched up, and checked thoroughly. No fractures or organ damage occurred. After days of rest, Foxx resumed filming as if nothing happened. The incident paused production for stricter safety reviews. 2. Erykah Badu, a terrifying car flip that haunted a star's life. Erykah Badu, a talented singer and songwriter, became a soul music icon with Baduism, winning fans with her unique voice and distinct style. In 1999, after a Dallas, Texas performance, Badu drove her Jeep Cherokee home on Interstate 30 at night. A large truck suddenly switched lanes, forcing her toward the shoulder. Swerving to avoid it, her car flipped, skidding across the road, sparks flying from metal scraping pavement. It stopped tilted, Badu, dangling by her seatbelt, shattered window glass cutting her hand. Gasoline leaked, a fire risk looming. Each second felt like death was closing in. Trapped, she managed to call for help and waited. A passing driver stopped, freeing her before disaster struck. She was hospitalized, stitched up, and treated for bruises, with no severe injuries. Her quick driving reflexes, calm call for help, and the passerby's aid turned the crash into a miracle. Badu resumed performing and composing, channeling the terror into musical inspiration, showcasing a soul star's incredible resilience. 1. LL Cool J. A dramatic escape when a Corvette's brakes fail. LL Cool J, a legendary rapper and actor, dominated charts and screens with his electrifying charisma and energy. In 1993, while shooting the Backseat music video in Los Angeles, LL Cool J filmed a high-speed sports car scene on Hollywood Hills' winding roads. Driving a Chevrolet Corvette chosen for its sleek look, he didn't know its brakes were faulty. Speeding into a sharp curve, the car skidded off the road, tumbling down a slope, flipping once, and stopping against a small tree. LL Cool J was jolted, his shoulder slamming into the door, but his seatbelt kept him from being ejected, preventing worse injuries. The car stopped, glass intact, but he had cuts and bruises. The panicked crew rushed down the slope to check on him. Paramedics confirmed no serious injuries. Filming paused and he recovered in days, but the crash left a lasting mark. That moment, life and death hung by a seatbelt. Afterward, LL Cool J ensured meticulous prep for action scenes, knowing a thrilling shot could turn deadly without care. These dramatic escapes are just a glimpse of the perilous journeys black stars have faced. Each story testifies to their grit, luck, and extraordinary strength. If you're moved by their experiences and want to dive deeper into stars' lives beyond the spotlight, hit like, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe. The world of fame hides many secrets waiting for you to uncover.